So many of you guys have recently been commenting about Dumbane to review this monster, and here we are today. We have it at level 130, rank 3. I'm going to show you guys the best skills, the best rune setup, and everything you need to know about this new mythic monster. So I hope you're all excited. If you are, make sure you drop a like, subscribe. Anyways, it's going to get started. So once again, for those of you guys that have access to the event board, I'm sure you guys have seen his ag right here. You can go ahead and obtain him from here, and then obviously his sales throughout the event board. So I do want to give a huge shout out to Bunky for letting me borrow accounts, review this monster for you guys. She has it at 130 already, and as you can see, this monster becomes very useful at rank 3 because of that status caster damage section. If you can get this monster to rank 3, I'd highly recommend getting it to that because this monster would be a fantastic monster to pair up with double dodge area. Let's go ahead and take a look at the stats because stats are very important for this monster, or any monster really. We have about 26,460 power, 729,841 life, and this is at 130. So yes, 729.841. That's basically the second, if not, yeah, second or third highest life stat in the game. I believe this monster is tied with somebody. I just can't point my fingers on who. Then for the speed, we have about 15,456, which is super slow. So think of a let me put it this way. Think of a slow turtle that's very tanky. Let me put it that way. Or a slow elephant. Well, elephants are supposed to be slow, I guess. But a very tanky one. You know what I mean? That's basically what the sponsor is. Now, traits. I really like the traits. The tough goes well with the taunt and the intersection. I'm so glad we finally have a monster that has taunt as a trait and not a status caster. The stupid status casters were so annoying because they only lasted like one turn, and that was just super bad. I mean, we've seen it with, who was it, Azagin or somebody? I don't know who it was, but somebody from the alpine era that they released, and it was bad. Like, I'm not sure who it actually was again. You guys can let me know in the comments. But there was a taunt monster that I actually reviewed. There was like one or two of them. I think it was Jellymer. Yeah, Jellymer's taunt only lasts one turn, and there was somebody else. But I'm glad they finally released somebody that has it as a trait and not, you know what I mean, status caster. So anyways, the elements are magic and metal. That's actually not bad. I actually like those two together. Let's go ahead and take a look at the skills that are on this monster. So we have loyal and resistant, which is a 50% block reduction. So like a damage reduction, basically. You know how you like damage section. So you're basically blocking off 50% of the damage, which is actually really nice. Now when it comes down to skills, we have loyal and resistant, which is a 50% damage reduction, and you're also healing yourself by 30%, which is actually not bad as a skill for a tank. That's actually good. I really wish it kind of reapplied taunt on it, you know what I mean, or at least NER as well. So it would be 50% damage reduction, NER, and heal. I would have liked the NER first though, but it's fine. Then we have head treatment, which is you remove 45% of total life from one enemy and applying immunity to daze as one enemy. So you're applying daze immunity to somebody, but you're also removing 45% of total life, which if you think about it is actually not bad. I would actually take that. I mean, having immunity to daze, I mean, that's whatever, you know what I mean? Not many monsters out there that are meta right now, I'm talking about meta monsters, applies daze to the enemies, you know what I mean? Most of the time it's either minor blind or it's blind, you know what I mean? But daze, that's okay. I mean, give it to them. I don't really care, but you're removing 45% of total life from that enemy, so that's pretty good. That's actually a bonus. Then you have heavy armor, which heals itself by 30%, applies immune to control to itself. And then you have elephant stomps, which removes 30% of total life from everybody. I'll actually run that because why not? It'd be really nice against megatons. You're removing 90% from a megaton. Horn and a half, very heavy magic damage and applies stun. So you do have a denial skill as this monster. For this monster, you can run it. Let me try to come up with them really nice. Now it's nice that running heavy armor because this monster doesn't have any traits to like, or status casters to like protect him from being denied. But if you're not going to be using this skill, then unfortunately you're going to have to fix some denials. But it's okay. You can always run it up against or with monsters that can actually, you know what I mean, get rid of any denial stuff that's on the monster. Hopefully they're not denied either. But anyways, I think I'm going to run the horn and a half. The reason for that is because it's nice having a denial skill as a tank, but not just that. All these other skills, I mean, they deal damage, but it's removing 30% or whatever. But yeah, when it comes down to horn and a half, I would highly recommend you guys either running horn and a half or heavy duty, one of the two. It's really like a 50-50 in this situation because it's not like you already don't have a skill that deals damage. You have skills that deals damage to the enemies, and it's by percentage, obviously. But this one comes with a denial, so that denial can be nice. I would highly recommend running either two of them. These other skills don't look as interesting. So in my personal opinion, these are his 4 best skills that you can run. In terms of stamina, it's moderate, I would say. And this this one is a bit high, but the other ones are low. I like that. And when it comes down to this, the essence, this is actually really good. This is an excellent one. I really like this. So you have an armor. For armor, there's not like any wrong choice. You can go with any of them really. I'm sure many of you guys are probably gonna run the Supreme armor. That one's pretty popular. And you know what? I'm actually gonna run that personally. That one's pretty good. When it comes at the SN, obviously you guys know what to choose, right? The one that revives you. So this one does revive if you want to go with that, or you can just run the classic Shadow SN, which works every time. So anyways, the ultimate, Force of the Guild. Disable traits on all enemies, removes 50% of total life from all enemies, and applies Mega Stun to all enemies. That's actually not bad at all. That's a very good ultimate. I like that. I really wish it did remove positive side effects as well. You know what I mean? But it's okay. I mean, if it doesn't, if there's like a Mega Taunt in the enemy team, that Mega Taunt is dead. You know what I mean? That Mega Taunt's 100% dead. He's not surviving that. Now, this is like the best time to remove runes, like rune slots, since there is a rune experience. So there's a discount. When it comes down to runes for this monster, I highly recommend giving in 1 life into team speed. Now, this is a pretty good taunt monster, and I think he will be meta. If you do obtain him and you do invest in him, you can definitely use him in team wars. You can even use him on PvP. He'll work. You know what I mean? I'm not sure if anybody's running him on PvP right now. In the top, probably not, because they have access to Sky Cold and other monsters. Oh, actually, never mind. Somebody's actually using it. There we go. See what I mean? Let me see if Loudtooth has it. Yep, Loudtooth also has a monster, and that is, yep, awesome. Good for you. So yeah, this monster is pretty good, guys. I highly recommend investing in it. Like I said, when it comes down to runes, give it basically your highest runes if you can. But I'm not sure what Bunky will do with this monster. And she does have a lot of runes, but I don't want to give anything high, because what if she's using those to like swap runes here and there? I don't want to mess with that. I'm just gonna go with something really cheap, as like something like level 7s. You know what I mean? Level 7s, I'm just gonna go with those, and then she can basically decide on what she wants to do with the remaining, if she wants to like remove it and swap it or whatever. You know what I mean? But yeah, when it comes down to runes, like I said, it should be 1 life and 2 team speed, or you could do triple team speed. That also works, but 1 life and 2 team speed is the most popular you should go with, because this monster, again, he has taunt, he has damage section, and it would be nice pairing this monster up with like double dodge area, like I said. Alright, so I went ahead and paired it up with only 1 dodge area. The other one's not really, well, actually, no. Went ahead and paired it up with double dodge area. We have Ural here as one of our dodge area, which is also a resurrector. So when this monster dies, you can actually use Ural to resurrect him. And then we do have Bavashir, which is one of the broken attackers right now in the game. So this is going to be a pretty nice team. I was going to pair it up with Naya, but hey, why not pair it up with, you know, Bavashir here, which is even better. Anyways, let's go ahead and get the first turn with our Bashir monster here. And unfortunately, there isn't anything to as positive satisfacts, which kind of sucks. So this does suck. I can't PR anything really, and there's no anticipation to trigger, so I'm just gonna go ahead and charge up here. It's okay. We can do Eternal Nimbus. You know what, we'll do this just for the torture, and then he gets the turn here. So when you get the turn with him, you can actually remove a good amount of percentage. Even like if there's a taunt monster, you can deal, like, you can remove 45%, which is actually pretty good. Or if there's a mega taunt, you use the elephant stomps, which removes 90%. So here, obviously, you don't want to do the elephant stomp because that's not going to be as effective as head treatment here. So use head treatment to remove 45%, which again is a pretty good amount of damage. Now with that, you don't need any strength runes because it is removing life by percentage. So there is one which is immune to daze. So technically, if I use this, I wonder if that'll actually work as removing control. Nope, it doesn't. Okay, yeah, I didn't think so. Let's just charge up. It's completely fine. So I get the turn again. I might as well just deal damage here. Keep on dealing damage until the monster is dead. Unfortunately, Bavashir won't be as useful in this battle. If you think about it, I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm not gonna do my AoE yet because I need my AoE. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know yet. So that monster survives. Let's see if Ural ends up. I hope Ural ends up healing or does something with NERs or whatever. So that monster is technically dead. I don't know why players are running whatever that skill is, the fog skill that applies dark weakness. You shouldn't be doing that for. Alright, so the monster died. Oh, and they're dead again. GG's. Oh, okay, all of them are dead. But look at that. I mean, that's also another, you know, bonus. If you're gonna be running Ural with him, because that double shadow SN, it can deal some serious damage. But here's the thing. And it's not just those two. Obviously, there's also Bavashir with an SN, so let's pull the damage. Let's go ahead and get into another match and see what we got here, guys. So we've got this player named Champion with these 3 monsters. Not bad. At this one, I can actually, yeah, I can definitely do a good, yeah, you know what, let's do this. So we'll do PER from everybody. Hopefully that counts as a +6. Actually counted as +5. there goes the last +1. It didn't PER the True Vision and Stamina Leak for some reason. Why not? Oh, Sunburn. So we'll go ahead and NER here. You get the turn in, you that. So as you can see, these two monsters didn't take any damage because there's no, it wasn't pierce attack. It was actually just a normal AoE. That's why he took the damage and the other two didn't because of area there. So that's another thing you gotta watch out from. Obviously, with taunt monsters like this, you gotta watch out from Cold Blood because that could easily bypass taunt and mega taunt. And then obviously Pierce. Be careful of those. You can go ahead and stun him. And actually, he's immune to control. We can't apply any positive side effects because of that. See, that's why I mentioned earlier. It'd be nice to, like, you know, have a damage an NER with that damage section. That would have been very nice. But let's just remove 45% of life. You can never go wrong with that. And then obviously we can just, you know, go crazy with our ancestral ultimate. And let's take a look at that damage there. That's actually a pretty good amount of damage. I like that. And now they're dead. Let's go ahead and is he gonna die too? I think so. Yeah, he's definitely dead. The triple shadows. All right, we've got our victory with our invisible Babushir. So again, this is an excellent trio, I would say. If you are going to, you know, use them together, these two monsters go very well with Dumbane. I'd highly recommend, you know, not just investing on Dumbane, but eventually when you do rank them up or whatever and have them to at least rank 3, pair them up with these two monsters. Even a 130 Dumbane can actually like go well with these two. You know what I mean? Even though these are 150s, because look, you know, 1.3 million life already at level 130, even though obviously I given it a level 7. But imagine if this was like a level 11 or 12 or something, or imagine a 14. Now we can actually go ahead and take a look at that by visiting top players' teams. So we've got this one, which is actually a team life. That's a 1.5 million life, ladies and gentlemen. So that's not even maxed out yet. It's at 142, as you can see, and it is at it is just a level 14 team life and not just a normal life rune. This player is running it with 1 life, I believe, and it's a level 10 if I'm mistaken. Wait for it. All right, for some reason it's not letting me view this player's monster. Maybe he changed the setup, probably. Let's take a look at this one. This player's also running Baboon, so this one's also a team life, and that is 1.6 million because of that team speed with life. And then this player's also running it at 140 right now, and this one's actually a level 12, if I'm not mistaken, and that is actually 2.1 million life. With also keep in mind there's the team speeds with life as well. So that's a pretty good amount of life to have, I feel like. So pretty tanky. I'd highly recommend investing in him. Like I said, guys, this is a monster you don't want to miss out on. He will be meta for a while because of how tanky he is and how nice his skill set and relics are, especially his relics. I really like it. We haven't seen something like this in a taunt monster in so long. You know what I mean? So I'd highly recommend investing in it, like I said, and that's gonna be pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments down below your thoughts and opinions, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.